Listen to this. Sounds an awful lot like the song You by my friend Julianna Riolino from her new record All Blue that I was privileged to produce for her. In fact, what you're hearing there is the demo of the song. And that's where we're going to begin today on our walkthrough. My name is Aaron Goldstein. We're here at Gold Standard Recorders. I'm celebrating the moving around of my studio. When I first took over this space, I had a whole thing in the live room over there where the desk was out there and it was a whole like single room kind of thing. And now where we're sitting had been the control room before, and I had turned it into a drum isolation room. It worked out pretty good, but I made the decision to switch it all back, and I've just got audio back up on the desk. I have a record starting tomorrow. Ian Bain is coming from Guelph to start a record. So I figured I would celebrate it by doing another one of these session walkthroughs. The song is called You. It is from All Blue by Julianna Riolino. What you heard there was the demo of the song. Jules submitted like a whole series of demos before we started the record. And I've said this before to a lot of people. The job of producing a record is like so different every time because every act needs something different from you. And there are people who like to stick to their own lane and do one type of thing. But I've had records where I've done very little compositionally and I've only worked on sounds, and I've done records where I've really dug in to the compositions. I've done all kinds of things for people, and it's really, I'm in an ever-evolving state of thinking to myself, what does this person or this band need from me exactly? And how do I best take what they have, put it in its best clothes without compromising the thing that they're bringing to the table, like the artistry that they're bringing to the table. So in this case, that demo to me was so, it just had that intangible thing. And I know Jules was maybe not that happy with her vocal, and we ultimately redid the vocal, but I basically was like, this demo is the basis for our tune. There's no need for us to go back and re-record this song. The demo was recorded actually by none other than Ski Romano, who is featured on that track on drums. An excellent and noted engineer and producer. He's been doing it longer than me, to be honest. And so, yeah, Ski, basically to help Jules out, he recorded a few demos for her, as I understand it, in his brother Dan's living room. Roddy Kuster, who is now Mr. Julianna Riolino, was present for the sessions and I believe played bass and strummed the 12-string guitar. And all of those performances, the drums, the 12-string, and the bass, and I believe Jules's electric as well, if I'm not mistaken, survived to the final session here. This ended up being actually positive because we did this record at the beginning of the pandemic, and because of the border, Roddy had gone home. He's from Virginia. He had gone home, I believe, in order to spend Christmas with his family, and couldn't come back to Toronto. And we were privileged to have our friend Ryan Gavel play a lot of the bass on the record, and he's fantastic. But of course, between Jules and Roddy, it would have been a nice thing for Roddy to be on the record. So in this way, Roddy ended up on the record, and actually in a couple spots. This song, as well as Isn't It a Pity. Isn't It a Pity is the same thing. It also has its basis in the original demo. So Ski sent me the tracks that he cut, and I brought them up here, and then we overdubbed all over them. So let's just take a quick look at what's going on in this final session here. It looks like, okay, so Ski's drum tracking, he's got kick, snare, 2 toms, and a stereo overhead, which is actually a little more than I remembered. I remembered him having like a three mic drum kit, but here it is. Pretty fantastic drum sound for a living room, but that's Ski for you. Amazing drummer, amazing engineer. I hope he's properly credited in the liner notes for his recording of these two songs. But the interesting thing is that Jules's guide vocal is clearly audible through the overhead mic. I wonder if you can hear it. Leave it to Ski to just get an amazing drum sound. I salute you, buddy. Here's some shakers and tambos that I believe are... Actually, I don't think they're from Ski. I think they're from Baldwin Street. Let's hear them. And then we have another tambo that starts in the chorus. Sixteenths. Here's the bass guitar, Roddy Kuster. One of the things I love the most about this song is that it is very much its own thing. It's Jules's composition, and it feels fresh and feels exciting to me. But it's also La Bamba, Hang On Sloopy, a half dozen Buddy Holly songs. There's a rich tradition in the 1-4-5 progression, and Jules takes it and just like completely makes it her own and makes it a thing that like that is like interesting and new in the year 2020. This to me was like, I mean, I love every song on the record, but to me this was like, oh my God, this record is classic, you know? A couple guitars, actually 3 in total. So this, I believe, would be Julianna herself. Could be wrong, but that to me sounds like a direct electric from that bed session, from the demo session, I bet. 2 guitars come in the chorus, and I will bet that, oh no, that's not Dave. Dave Nardi comes a little later. So there's 2 guitars in the chorus. I don't know if those came from the demo or not. Let's hear them. I believe those are from the demo. Again, it's a bit of a haywire situation here, and I'm not gonna claim to have kept careful notes on the topic, but I believe those came from Mr. Romano. Here we have a combo organ that I believe is from the Baldwin session, and this would be Tom Hamilton. Here it is. Absolutely. And to me, that really puts it in that like La Bamba zone, even though there's no combo organ on La Bamba. But you know what I'm saying? It kind of brings it into that real 60s zone. She has such a knack for writing this timeless stuff. There you go. All right, Dave Nardi here on guitar. It begins actually at the beginning of the tune. Let's hear that with the bass and the drum kit. Here we go. It even says New Dave Guitar, so we know what that is. We have some Dave overdubs as well. This looks to be like verse 2. There you go. I don't really love you, but when I watch you leave, I don't want you to go. Great little part that I don't think was on the record before, on the demo before. Looks like around chorus 2, we have Tom Hamilton joining us again. Oh no, excuse me, verse 3. Yes, okay, verse 3, Tom joining us again with the piano. Let's hear that. That in combo with New Dave guitar, doing essentially the Hang On Sloopy, boom, ba bum, ba bum, ba doom, doom, doo doo, or Summer Nights, whatever you want to call it. Those two things, I think, were super cool elements that came into this track after the fact. God, what a fun song. Oh, we have actually... We have a gold guitar, which I presume is me. Where does that happen? Let's find out. So I insisted on playing the harmony of that little bit, which is the second time that part happens. So the first here. And then there's, of course... Now, let's be real here. Those are buried under my favorite part of the song, and I will take full credit for this. The backing vocal in that last verse. Let's see if we can pick it up here. I'm going to actually mute those guitars so we can see if they're more present. Here we go. Hang on. That, if I'm not mistaken, is me and Jules overdubbing a super bratty la 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 la. And we were just at the CBC this week doing this tune. All of us, Ski, Roddy, me, Tom Hamilton, Dan, Carson, Jules. I tried to get Dan and Carson to sing this part. They weren't very interested. To me, this is a key part of this song, and well, I don't know if it's that key, but like it's fun. It just lends a thing to this verse that I really like, and I'm really happy that Jules went with me with it. Okay, the 12-string and the 6-string acoustic, very important parts of the rhythm of this song. Let's hear it from the top. Both from Ski's session, both admittedly probably pretty ratty. Only because, like, in fairness to Ski, like, he just thought he was cutting the quickest demo in the world and not like making the record necessarily. But the sound of that 12, especially, which I think is Roddy. He's even playing, he hit himself a minor chord there by accident, but it doesn't matter. The sound of it is so perfect for this tune. There's the 6-string. Sounds like a puddle of mud, but like it's perfect. Okay, and then Jules, of course, convinced me, and she was right to do so, that she should re-record her lead vocal. Even though I loved the lead vocal on the demo, she knocked it out of the park on this. Let's have just a quick listen. You've all heard it already on the record, but here it is. once again, Julianna singing her own harmonies, knocking it straight out the park, and just tying this tune together in such a beautiful way. I kind of thought that this should have been like the top tune on the record, like the lead-off song, not necessarily the lead-off single, but like track 1. Now that it's at the end of the record, I kind of love it there, because it really like sums up everything. It's got like this massive vocal on this massive, like, beautiful attitude of hers, but also like it's fun, it's fucking rocking, it's like everything that is great about the record, and it's heartfelt, and like lyrically, it's like, even though it's literally a song called You and the chorus is you, it's still like an interesting song. Whoever used the word retroflex, I hope Jules made that word up, actually. I sincerely hope that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'd like to do more of these. I appreciate the feedback on the last video. And yeah, as I have the chance, I will do a few more of these, because this was a really interesting record for me to work on, and I'm so proud of it. I'll do some more from some other records too. There's lots on these hard drives that I could just sit and talk about, and I hope that's cool with you. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.